Hey everybody, it's Christi with Moonrain Chats with Christi, and again I'm at the Futurity, the NCHA Futurity in Fort Worth, Texas. And you guys know I love cool people. Well, today I'm going to introduce you to one of the coolest people I know, and I'm very excited because she's my friend too. So stick with us. Today, everybody, you get to meet Angela Endicott. Angie, do you prefer Angie?
Angie's fine. It's Angela if I'm in trouble, but otherwise Angie will work.
For right now, she's Angie, but we'll see in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Angie is the creative genius and beautiful designer behind Frank and Rio show shirts. And I'm wearing one right now, she's wearing one, and I am obsessed. Of course, right now I'm not showing any horses, but this just gives me all the more reason to want to show again. Angie, thank you.
Well, thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
I'm excited. So she's a really dear friend, so I have to be full disclosure. We have Muppet jokes together. We send each other things all the time and make each other laugh, but she's one of my favorite people, and she's a dog lover too, so can't go wrong there. So, okay, so let's just say, what is Frank and Rio? Tell me what Frank and Rio is.
So a few years ago, I was hauling with a lady named Amy Anderson. She's one of my dearest friends, and she's my partner in this. And
when you say hauling, you were hauling horses?
So we were hauling for the world to qualify for the world show. And we didn't like the shirts that we had on. We didn't like how they fit. And so we decided that we would create something ourselves that would cover, you know, we wanted it to be longer. We wanted the shirts, they didn't want to gap open in the front. And longer sleeves, and so I think we achieved that with our brand.
Oh yeah, these accentuate all the right places and all the right parts. Right. I love the combination of fabrics that you do.
Thank you.
And that is not an easy thing to put together. So
no. You
have a designer background. Tell us about that.
I do. I rode for a living professionally for about 15 years, and I took a sabbatical and I went back to school and studied fine art and design. I started doing casino design, and then specifically casino carpet design. So chances are, if you've been in Las Vegas in the past 10 years, you've walked on carpet that I had a hand in designing in one way or the other. So, but what you do constantly is study color and how it works together, and so that's kind of how I got the inspiration for a lot of these, what guided me on that.
Yeah. Yeah, so how many years were you a designer?
I stayed in Las Vegas for about 5 years. And then when the recession hit, they moved me over to Washington, D.C., where they thought was a little more recession-proof.
So you worked not only in Vegas. Now you're a horse girl. Mm-hmm. Where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Ohio.
Okay.
And I went to Quarter Horse Congress, and I'd seen cutting at Quarter Horse Congress, and I was like, this is what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. And so you were that girl. You were that ranch girl that... I mean, it's not easy to train horses.
No, honestly, I didn't ride at all. I'd ridden a horse or two, but I just felt like this is what I'm supposed to go do.
And so girl power, you just jumped in and did it.
I took a beating almost every day for a long. But it's all part of learning, and you can't really be thin-skinned and do that kind of work. And so I'm grateful for all of it.
Well, you know, you can't be thin-skinned and do that kind of work. You can't be thin-skinned in a design industry either, especially like Vegas and DC. I've kind of got it made with the residential part of things, which is mostly what I do. But you do have to have a thicker skin there too, but not so much as where you were working.
In terms of horses?
Dealing with the people in the casino world, the design world. You can't have a thin skin and work in that world either.
No, and for them, everything is, every day this isn't open, it costs me $200,000 a day. And so we didn't have much time to dilly-dally, and you had to be able to make decisions and be confident in what you put together and that it was going to be approved. So, there was a lot of pressure there.
And so from knowing Angie for the small amount of time that I have gotten to know her, she is that person. She's the get her done. So this right here is yours and Amy's brainchild. You design every every combination. You work on every dart, every button. I mean, I'm over here sometimes and I'm hearing the conversations, well, this cuff's not quite right. It's, you know, you're constantly tweaking.
We put a lot of thought into everything we did, and my name is on it. And so I always tell people, you know, if it doesn't look good on you, you know, by all means, you know, we're either going to fix it, which we have, you know, done a lot of tweaking on the shirts, but I want you to look good.
Yeah,
So.
well, they surely do.
Thank you.
If you've had a chance, if you subscribe to Cowgirl Magazine, you've got ads in there.
Yep.
And you're always at the cuttings. Do you show anywhere else?
So we did the Paint Horse show this year. We did the Snaffle Bit Futurity. As we grow, we'll probably do more shows. And of course, this year, I'd kind of like to haul my horse again. I really miss my horse. So, so I'll be at a lot of weekend shows too.
Cool. So, okay, so is this the kind of thing, I know when you have clothing, you have to make batches. You're not just making one.
Right.
So, you know, custom stuff, when I can make one. So if someone comes to you and says, I really want this color, this combination, is there any room for any of that in there? Or do you just have to kind of do the line every season?
So we're kind of exploring doing smaller batches. As far as completely custom, the cost for me to do something completely custom is just astronomical. So it doesn't make sense for my client to have to pay that much money for a shirt. Although we will do, like, for right now we're exploring just doing boutique stores where I'll make something specific just for them.
For that store. Ooh,
Yeah, so
I hope y'all are
the only
listening.
place that you can get it would be that particular store.
That's a great idea.
Thank you.
That's a great idea. So, okay, so I've noticed also that you have borrowed some show blankets from Cutting Up.
Yep.
And so you also offer that, since you have that design eye, you also offer that service. If someone's got a show blanket, you'll help them coordinate.
Yep. Yeah, and we so we started working with Jennifer at the Paint Horse show, and I had lots of girls coming to me saying, you know, I like this, but I got to have something that matches my blanket. And so I went to Jennifer and I said, you know, hey, you know, we've got an opportunity here to really help our girls. And so how can we match up some of these shirts to your blanket? So that's kind of how that all came about.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's been good for both of us.
I love it.
Yeah, and of course she's wonderful to work with.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of really beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been fun to go over there and match all that up.
Well, for the future of Frank and Rio, you also sell real estate.
Yeah.
I'm like, what else do you need to do?
I've
these
got my
days?
iron in a lot of fires. But so we do farm and ranch real estate too. And, you know, it's sort of a homecoming for me. I've always been really passionate about understanding farm and ranch and fence and grass and footing and arenas. I mean, there's so much that goes into it that just a typical agent couldn't possibly know or understand. And so I always enjoy sharing my knowledge with people on that.
Well, being the one on the ground with the horses, in the arena with the horses, and you understand the quality of the dirt, you understand the drag, how it has to be, you understand all these things, you understand the size of the arenas, you know, so that's kind of a really big plus for someone looking for a realtor.
Yeah, I mean,
in that arena.
Contingent on their discipline. Excuse me. It's contingent on their discipline. You know, arena size is important because a reiner isn't going to show in a 118-foot square arena, but for somebody who's training 2-year-olds, it's, you know, perfect for it. So.
Yep, been there.
Yep, buddy.
But I never trained.
Yeah. Well, I can't call myself a trainer by any stretch. I just worked as an eloper.
Okay.
So yeah. So would be embarrassing myself to call myself a trainer for sure.
Funny.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're a great rider.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for being my friend.
Sure, it's all my
and
pleasure.
for having fun with me. We have a lot of fun together.
We sure do.
One day we'll have to do a Mana segment on here.
We'll spare you that this time.
Well, I hope you have a wonderful show, and I can't wait to see the next round you're designing.
Well, I'd love to show it to you. Thank you so much for thinking of me.